Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Press Play Streaming Studios. My name is Alan. I am your host here tonight for Movie Chat 2021 in review. We're going to talk about movies that we've seen, shows that we've seen in 2021 that impressed us, things that we may be looking forward to, and also we're going to look at maybe other shows that we've seen that weren't made in 2021, but we kind of discovered in 2021. My co-host Chantal is running late tonight. She's having some technical issues. As soon as she gets those straightened out, she'll be joining us as well. I have a wonderful cast of characters sitting in the green room. The thing that I find very cool about this is that there are 5 people sitting in here now, and none of them have been on the stream with us before. So we've got a bunch of new faces to see and people to talk to and get their views and opinions. And also we have, as I like to say, the greatest chat in the chat room. And look who finally made it. God bless her. Come on in, General. How are you doing tonight?
Good. I got a green screen.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. That looks great. That looks awesome. All right. Chantal, I don't know if you heard what I was just saying, just joining in. Like we have 5 people in the green room waiting to come on and talk to us who've never been on Press Play before. So they this is going to be a fun time to get some new people in. For the people who are in the chat, I actually put not something I normally do. I put the link to join us here live on video on StreamYard at the top of the chat. So if you scroll to the top, you can, the live feed, you can grab that, jump in with us and say hello. Definitely want to anyone that wants to come in and just like wish a happy new year or what have you, this being our last show of the year, you're welcome to come on, and we'd love to see your pretty faces. Well, Row, for the most part, pretty faces. Anyway, so let's start bringing our guests in. We have Christian Fandom Geek with us tonight.
Hi.
How are you doing tonight,
nice to meet
sir?
you finally.
Yeah, good. Thank you, guys. Yeah, great to meet you as well.
Excellent. We've got R2 the Icky coming
How's it going?
R2, I know.
Yes, R2 and I actually have had talked back and forth many times on other people's chats before we had a chance to meet. I think the first time we met was on Force of Light Entertainment, I believe. Then we have Gilbert in with us tonight. Gilbert is with Fulcrum Entertainment. How are you doing tonight, Gilbert?
I am good. Nice to meet all of you. So I don't know if we have time for me to just go down the line, but hello.
Go ahead.
Hi.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah, but, it's great to meet you guys. I'm excited to be here. It's my first time being with like other podcasts. It's my first time actually collaborating, I guess.
No problem. Welcome. Trust us. We're probably a good one to break in on because we're very, very easy to get along with. Mm-hmm. We have also with us tonight, we have the ambassador from the ambassadorial wing. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Doing just fine, Alan. And hello, General Chanobi.
Hello,
and then our last guest that we have thus far, brand new to us. We just met tonight. We've got Dave from Fictitious with us tonight. How you doing, Dave?
I'm all right. My name is kind of like an anagram of fiction, and it's contagious. Fiction is contagious.
Fictitious. Very good.
Yeah. It's
So,
very unique.
So Dave comes to us from the UK. So it's what 12:30 something where you're at now.
Yeah, it's nearly 20 to 1 in the morning.
Oh, God bless you for being
Wow,
with
thank
us.
you.
We
It's
appreciate
fine.
it.
I'm at work. I haven't got work, so I'm fine.
Yeah, a
Excellent.
lot of love for UK, brother.
Yes, Christian is from the UK also. So real quick in the chat room, we have a bunch of people already in the chat. So let's take a quick a roll call, if you will. Lunar Girl, Science Fictionary. We've got Jason Roscom. We've got Used and Abused. We've got DB, Mr. Dragon Buddy in the house. Fulcrum Entertainment, of course, is in the room. Let's see here. Joker's Voice. Joker's Voice, so thank you so much for joining us. I'm so glad you found us. I'm going to have to get with Chantal and figure out how do I find your channel also.
Now I'll send you the link.
Let's see.
Scott had to send it to me.
Oh, great. That'd be fantastic. Backyard TARDIS, we believe we said. Andrew Cruz, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining us. Did I miss anybody? If I did, please, I'm so sorry if I missed you.
I'm in there too.
I know you're in there, but you're in here. And also, I know that Miss Mar is in the background watching as well. So hello, baby. I love you, and I'm glad you're here. All right, gentlemen, young lady, tell us.
Lady.
Loosely.
Nice save.
What did we see this year that impressed us? What was your number one pick from 2021?
Spider-Man.
Anybody?
Spider-Man.
Definitely Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
No way home. That's done. Conversation over.
I haven't
And
seen
Ghostbusters
Spider-Man yet, so
Afterlife.
please do not spoiler alert that film for me. I haven't seen that. I haven't got around to seeing that film just yet.
Oh my! Oh, do y'all hear that? Please, I mean this guy, right?
Just
right?
please,
This
pray,
guy
please pray for
from-
me.
No
I haven't got around to
spoilers.
We're
seeing
on this
it.
side.
Be
You're gonna
kind.
get amazed when Batman shows up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
know.
God, that'll blow your
Oh,
mind.
you know what?
Yes,
How did they get the rights to Wonder Woman? How did that happen?
It's quite the crossover.
And when the Ninja Turtles get in there,
No!
Dude.
It's funny when the
Epic.
'89 Batman meets what is he? Not the Falcon from who does he play in the Spider-Man film? I forgot what his name is.
Vulture.
Vulture.
That's it, Vulture. Isn't it funny how them pair met up as well? Spoilers.
I would have to say
Right, I'm
one of
going,
my
guys. It was
standout.
nice to be on the stream. I'll see you later. Bye.
No, don't leave. So you haven't seen it yet. So you've heard almost unanimously across this room that has been our number one pick. So that should tell you that it's time to get out and go see that.
Yeah.
Hey, Ambassador.
I would
Would
also
that
say
be
my
because-
number one
Would
pick.
that be because there wasn't that much to watch at the cinemas because of the global thing, and no one could actually go out to the cinemas to watch what they wanted to watch?
No, I went to the
Yes.
theater plenty.
yeah.
Yeah,
Went to the theater plenty
Ambassador,
this year.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Ambassador.
I would have to say my standout for 2021. Well, I did very much enjoy Spider-Man: No Way Home. Was actually Denis Villeneuve's Dune, Part 1.
Mm.
Did
Dune
enjoy
Part
Dune
1.
very much.
I have
That
not
wasn't bad.
seen it yet. We
I'm not
have
saying-
another guest that just jumped in. Everyone say hello to
Hey.
Mr. Joker Voice. How are you doing, sir?
Hello.
Oh, if I was any more amazing, I would be illegal.
Just so you know, the poster that is on the wall beyond your right shoulder used to be in my backdrop for years. I have that same one hanging here. I love it.
Wonderful, dear boy. You have fine taste.
Also, earlier when we were talking, called it out. Someone said Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Ghostbusters was
I really
solid.
liked Ghostbusters
I
a
did
lot
love
too. That was
That's another one I want to see.
wonderful.
I
You
have
haven't
not
seen that one yet either, Christian.
What's wrong with you, Alan?
Alan, what the hell?
Dropping the ball.
Although I saw Dune. Dune Part 1 was amazing. I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Uh,
yeah, it was.
I avoided that one like the plague. I know I've turned in my geek card, but I had no desire to see it. None.
Give it here. Come on, give it here. Geek card.
I
You
want to
guys suspended
resign
until you
as
see
your
Dune.
co-host.
Come on. Geek card.
You ain't going no. Wait,
So
wait,
here's a question for those of you who saw Dune and loved it so much, which I liked it too. I didn't, but I've never seen the original one. Should I watch that original one too?
No.
I didn't watch the original, and I was advised not to.
No.
There's a mix of yes and no.
Not to.
No.
All right.
I haven't seen the new Dune yet, but I watched the original, and I
Do not. As a child of the 80s, I would be doing you a disservice if I did not warn you more strongly. Do not watch David Lynch's Dune. Don't do it.
If you're going to watch it as a point of reference,
Not even as a point of reference.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
Don't. No.
But as a child of the 80s, I hated it.
The old one.
Okay, yeah, I've
No,
seen some
do
David Lynch
not.
movies before, and I'm not big on his.
Unless you
like,
love
anything.
whispering narration, yeah, you probably won't like it.
Joker
Not
voice.
a
What's your
narration.
opinion on this one? Joker voice. What was your opinion on this one?
Of the new Dune or the 80s Dune?
Yes.
Yes to
The new
both.
Dune,
Yes to
loved it. The 80s Dune, just for the cheese factor, loved it as well. Kyle MacLachlan, Sean Young, can't get any better.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Timothy
Stink was-
Chalamet
Stink-
and Zendaya.
Stop it.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Shush. However,
No.
for me, the 2021, I'm a little biased. Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, for the love of
Okay.
God. Can we please stop talking about that damn movie?
Okay.
I'm kind of an ambassador.
The ambassador, yeah.
Okay. So
It came out.
here-
It's good. Move on.
You know,
Here's the
I
thing.
still can't find 4 hours to sit down and watch it.
I've never watched it.
I did.
Really?
Yeah, and the reason I haven't watched it is because I have been so disillusioned with DC and their properties. They have tried to live up to the Dark Knight trilogy and have instead of making good movies, they're trying to capture the feel and can't.
Well, I will say, part of that Dark Knight trilogy, one of the best interpretations of me you'll ever see.
Yes. That I will agree with.
The absolute
Yeah,
best live
absolutely.
action, at least.
Absolutely, I agree. In live action, I agree. Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman movie was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible.
So,
Second
Shazam.
one, big
I
pile
love
of suck.
Shazam.
I love
Shazam's one of
Shazam.
those
I love
things.
Shazam was
Shazam.
solid.
And the reason I love Shazam and I love Wonder Woman is they went away from the I've got to be dark and they just made a good movie. It was fun and
Agreed.
entertaining.
Still haven't seen it.
The certain scenes in
No.
Shazam though were a little dark and scary. I was kind of shocked that.
There were
There were
parts
some
in it. Yeah, I
Shazam was
agree.
Yeah,
It was like
Pretty
shockingly dark.
heavy.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
no, I can't say anything because Gilbert hasn't seen it, but there was some moments in the office. I was like, whoa.
The
I was
car
like,
crash
nah.
scene
That
alone
a bit
was
dark.
intense.
I'll be all right.
Yeah,
So at this point, if
it
you guys want
went
to spoil
horror
it,
for a minute there.
I was gonna say, if you guys want to spoil it, go for it. It's been out for like a year,
No.
over a year.
They all die in the end. Everybody. There you go.
I mean,
Spoilers done.
The best part is when
The one
Batman
that's
shows
when
up.
everyone dies.
I'm of the mindset that if like a certain
I don't
amount of
know
time
if they
goes
got
by,
the
spoilers are
rights
allowed.
Chunks of
for
humans
Electro
everywhere.
to show up in that movie, but man, it was cool.
I watched Shazam. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to both it and the sequel to it and to Black Adam. Sith Josh Care Bear says,
Who let
"What
him
an
in?"
amazing group of people.
I
He
know.
must be brown nosing." How you doing, Josh?
I have
Good to see you, my
shocking
friend.
confession
Hi, Josh.
as well.
Oh.
I think one of my favourite films, it's got to be close to the top, was Sonic the Hedgehog. What?
That was a good one.
I
I've
missed that
heard
one.
great things.
Me
I,
too.
I love Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've got,
It's
I kind of grew up
it's an
playing
easy
Sonic
watch.
games. So.
And you
That
can
was
just
the
go
last
through
thing
it.
I saw in 2020.
I just there was
I
very
will
little.
say
about
one-
Theaters, I should say, not all together, but in the theater. That was the last thing I saw in 2020 in the theater.
The thing is with Sonic, I feel like Sonic doesn't go away, does it? Like, there's always a new Sonic game. There's always Sonic merchandise. Now they're doing the films. Like, Sonic is like an industry in its own right, sort of thing. It's just not going to go away. And I grew up on Sonic, so
Me too. I love Sonic.
It's always
See,
got that.
the new one looks good. Like the second one,
emotional connection
Sonic
to
2
it.
looks fine. Like having
So-
Tails and Knuckles in there, that looks great. The
Yes.
first one was
It does.
just
You know what my problem is with it?
Mhm.
Jim Carrey.
But I hear he's actually good
He's
at
one
it.
of the best
You
things.
shut
I think.
up.
Yeah, he was good. He was good.
That's what I heard.
I'm just, I'm
What
getting
is with all the
sick
Jim
of that
Carrey hate I've been
same
coming across
shtick
lately.
over and over and over again.
That's what makes him a good Dr. Robotnik. He's been
Yeah,
training for this part
Robotnik
all
needs
his
to be that
life.
sort of over the
Yeah, I
top.
heard he's actually really good in the role. Alan.
He is amazing as
he's good.
Robotnik.
He's good.
He really is. And him
Don't
in
get me
that
wrong.
trailer.
I kind of feel like you. Like he's kind of lost
It's
his
kind of,
touch
well, I
over
was
the
going to
years,
say,
but-
him playing Robotnik too kind of reminds me of like early Jim Carrey. Like, it seems like almost like in a living color character.
That's what I heard.
Right? When he first started
A
off
little
with the
bit.
characters he was doing movies
Yeah, I
for.
can see
so.
that.
All right,
I can
I'm
see
gonna
that.
check it
I
out.
can't see anyone else playing that character the way he did and be as funny. I can't see it.
I gotta check it out then.
You know what? You know, I've
trailer
never
for the
really
sequel
looked at it
looked
from that
good,
point,
so-
but I see why you would say that. Yeah, you're right. I probably couldn't see anyone else doing it. But the fact that I can't see anyone else doing it doesn't mean that I have to watch it because of it.
I think if you watch it, you'd be like, that was an alright film.
Alan, I
It
think
is
you'd really
actually
enjoy
shocking.
Sonic.
Your expectations are already low. So when they're already low and you watch it, you actually appreciate it a lot more. Especially after when the fans didn't like the redesign, the original design.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonic.
Well, I will say, Joker voice. I'm with
There
you.
you go, Joker voice. You finally got it.
That original voice.
I'm new to this thing. Give me a moment.
I think
You're
that
fine.
Dave did answer that. Bring up an excellent point. I think that whole fan movement of bringing up the issues with the CGI and how the company listened and went back in and redid it kind of gives us hope that hey, maybe there are some companies out there that are actually listening and not wanting to continue doing the same garbage and kill our franchises like they've been trying to do.
Yeah.
Another
Could be
film
the shock factor
over
as
this
well.
past year. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead,
Oh,
Joker.
yeah,
You're up.
So I was thinking the shock factor of like when we first saw the trailer and then you see Sonic and it's like everyone was like no, no. It was like you could hear a billion voices saying no, and it's like we've got to change this right now. So they got in the new designers and redesigned, and it turned out.
It was creepy.
Turned out good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It looked really bad.
Go ahead, Joker. What did you have to say, sir?
Oh, a little side note, a little sidetrack here. Another fun film, at least for me. Just turn off my brain for a couple hours. Godzilla vs. Kong.
yes.
Now you're talking my
Oh,
thing now,
man.
baby. I am a
I love
Godzilla
Godzilla.
fan.
Monster Mash.
I was
Oh
pleasantly
my
surprised.
gosh.
That movie should have been
Godzilla,
like
I did enjoy
25, 30 minutes long, in my opinion.
Say again, Rick. I'm sorry.
I said that movie only should have been like 25, 30 minutes long, in my opinion.
I would say
I
that they
don't
could have
care.
shaved about 15 minutes out of it, but it was a fun ride overall. I mean,
Oh,
anyone
just,
who wants to complain about the human
It's-
storyline that goes along with it apparently has never watched a Godzilla movie. After the first one, they're all like that. All of them.
The thing that I don't like is I never care about the humans. That's the tough thing. Like,
You just
the
wanna see
story
them.
with them, like, I just don't ever care. But like Kong Skull Island, I liked all the human characters in that, and I don't get why they can't
Even Brie
make it more
Larson.
like that.
Interesting.
You know, it hurts for me to say that, Joker, but I agree with you. Even Brie Larson was good in that one.
Brie Larson.
Brie
Well,
Larson
she
is
does
not
have-
a bad
she does have-
actress.
When
Hey,
it comes to monster
leave
movies.
Brie
And she's
Larson
not bad
alone,
looking
you
either.
guys.
The Clash.
I swear, Bishop.
I'm sorry, guys. Too many people at once. Go
What?
ahead, Christian.
Yeah, I
you
know.
said.
All right.
I said, leave Brie Larson alone. You know we want her in a Star Wars film, right?
Yes. Yes,
All
I
right,
do. Just make,
okay,
just
guys.
make a
Just so
certain
you know,
group of
I'm muting
internet people's
Christian
heads
Fandom's
explode.
mic right now.
Not the biggest
Yes.
fan.
Yep.
I'm just teasing
Christian
Christian.
fandom
Go ahead.
geek.
No, man. I mean, I know. It's funny. You know what? It's so funny. There are those actors and actresses that draw a lot of heat, and I know obviously with Brie, it's because she just speaks. Half the time she speaks nonsense. Let's be honest, but I mean, she draws a lot of heat, and it's the wrong. It's like I kind of think of it almost in like a wrestling sort of metaphor, like you know when you have a heel character.
Right.
But it's the wrong type of hate kind of thing. It's not that they just like love to hate her. It's just that they think get her off. Just don't even put her on the program. Just get her out the company type of hate.
Yeah,
Bless her heart. And I know there's been a
the
call for her to
filter,
be in Star Wars as well.
I just
but
think she's dry as toast.
if the filter that goes
How did you
between
get a
your
wood-
brain and your mouth ever needed to be changed, hers is clogged with old oil. It needs to be changed so that when she thinks she has at least a second to go, you know what, I might not want to say that. I'm in the wrong place and around the wrong people. She has a
needs to hire
horrible,
a better pump.
yeah,
Needs
no
to hire
doubt.
a better agent and a pump.
She has a real bad tendency of opening her mouth and inserting her foot.
And that's a
She
weird
really
one.
does.
Please
Yeah, right,
don't
don't
talk
we
about
all?
her feet.
I'm sorry, say again.
Please don't talk about her feet.
I think someone has a
Does
fetish.
somebody have a foot
that
fetish?
does-
Well, again, so we stumble upon.
Do we have a foot fetisher on the panel?
Hmm.
Looking at you, Dave.
I will
Clearly
say
looking
this:
at
the
you.
answer to
Scarif
that
after
question, as
dark.
far as I'm concerned, is no. But my wife will tell you I do have a thing for heels. There's something about them.
Well, that's any guy.
Well, no, it's funny. This is where I'm really lucky, gentlemen.
They hurt.
Chantal, you can choose to listen if you like. My wife and I will be sitting at dinner, literally, and an attractive female will go by and she'll go, "Babe, did you see her heels?" I go, "No." She goes, "Oh, you need to look."
Keeper.
Yeah, she's a keeper. God love her.
Cool. That's
Sounds like Alan would have liked the 1800s because they showed that stuff off all the time back then.
Well, it's all they showed off.
And even that is too much.
Which is really funny that I do like heels because people's feet kind of gross me out. So it's like a weird thing. I don't know. Anyway,
Where's this going?
I don't know. Hey, all right, so I'm going to tell a
And I'm
secret.
the one drinking. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm going to tell
Speaking of drinking,
Yes, Joker.
I've got to leave. I work tonight from midnight to 8 a.m. I bartend out here in Las Vegas. So it was a pleasure to meet all of you. And Chantal, you have the link to my channel. Please, everyone, come over, give it a look. I just launched it today. And always, boys and girls, keep a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
Oh, I am definitely subscribing to your Joker voice.
Happy New
I
Year's
am
to you,
definitely-
sir.
Thanks for
Happy New Year's
joining.
to
Send
you
me
so
that
much.
link.
Happy New Year, everyone.
I tell you what, Chantal has the link after the show. She'll send it to me. I'll put it in our comment section so
Yep.
everybody will know where to find it. Is that
Send
fair?
me that link.
Alrighty, I love it.
Absolutely,
that.
man. We appreciate you. God love you. God bless, and have a beautiful day, sir.
All right, toodles.
Yeah.
Toodles.
I want to go to the bar he bartends at, even if I do have to fly out all the way out to Vegas. I
Just
want
to
him
sit
to.
there and talk. Just sit there and talk junk with him, right?
I want to sit there. I want him to pour me a good scotch. I just want to talk pop culture.
You mean with that voice, you would be fearful of like what he might put in there?
No.
He's got a good one. I like it.
None
So
whatsoever.
I'm going to tell a secret on someone in the room. It is 2021, and someone in this room, and I'm not going to mention who,
Wasn't me.
just discovered the original Star Trek. As far as now, she was aware. She was aware, but she didn't watch.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
no, don't apologize. Are you ready?
I'm sorry.
Tell everybody how you liked it.
I love it. I
Isn't
love
it
it so
great?
much. It is. It's really great.
It's
I feel bad for
wonderfully
shitting all over it for
cheesy.
so long. You know what? No, I disagree with you. I actually will never say that it's cheesy. I don't think it's cheesy at all, which was actually my worry. And no, I don't think it's cheesy in the least.
You
bit,
haven't gotten to
actually.
the Tribbles
Depends-
episode
depends
yet.
on the
No.
But I take into account this is
And
1966.
he does that like
so-
two-handed like knuckle punch like that. Like,
Yes.
No,
what's
I,
that gonna do?
I grew up on
The
classic
Gorn fight is-
television. I
that's pretty
absolutely
cheesy.
adore it. I love it. I'm absolutely loving it.
I
I pushed it to the side because I ended up watching Daredevil because I missed out on Daredevil. So I binged all 3 seasons of that, which was
I've been rewatching
fucking
it
amazing.
for the third
I'm
time.
sorry.
Now,
Sorry.
Chantal, being you are a rookie, you're the uninitiated to Trek, you have to watch all of the original cast movies. You have to watch all the original
I
TOS
did
movies.
watch the first two.
The
I
Wrath of
started
Khan.
there. I saw the original motion picture, then I saw Wrath of Khan, and then I
Oh,
moved
you
into
brave, brave
the show.
woman.
I liked
But
it.
you,
It was
no,
fun.
but you did it right. You did it right. You went through the pain,
I'm a
and then
movie
you got to the good.
person.
You went through the pain. You got to the good stuff.
I loved it. I'm loving all of it. So
The
Wait
Wrath
till
of
you
Somewhere
get
Khan.
Row
to
is
Star
very proud
Trek
of me.
4. That's a ride.
The Wrath
You
of
guys
Khan
will
is my
probably all give
second
me
favorite
grief.
sequel.
For this admission, but I did try to watch The Next Generation for the first time. I know it was on Amazon. I don't know if it still is.
So good.
I couldn't get past the first episode with Q
Oh,
and
bro.
the trial.
What?
What's
No,
going
no.
on?
Oh no.
No, you have to give it at least
no.
like one season. Come on.
All right,
It was
so-
like,
Next Generation's
even my
amazing.
wife was like, "The hell you have on?" And I'm like, "I don't know, it's Star Trek. I thought I'd try it."
Okay,
I
so,
feel
so
bad
here's the
now.
funny thing, guys.
She's
I'm in the minority in this room. I agree with
What?
Ricky on this 100%.
Okay, I'm just glad I'm not insane for that.
Whoa,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Well, I'm gonna start this.
Let me
Come on,
let me
dude.
explain why. Let me explain
Go
why. Being who I believe I'm the eldest in the room. Okay,
And
Why
being present for Star Wars,
yeah, you're definitely older than me.
being present for Star Wars in the theater, right before it was A New Hope, and being so overly impressed with the production and the story. I mean, it changed not just cinema, it changed the culture of the world. And being there to be present for that, I was caught up in it. I then discovered the original Star Trek later, loved it. When I started watching The Next Generation, I was bored out of my mind.
Oh,
I mean,
crime.
keep in mind though, there's an age difference here. I was bored out of my mind. I didn't buy data. I could Gordy with the Jordy, excuse me, with the
Wasn't Gordy a
banana
pig?
clip, with the hair banana clip painted and used as visors. I was done. I was like, this is horrible. I've seen guys make backyard props that look better than what they're using. I didn't
It
buy
got
the fact
better.
that there was a. I didn't find it.
Much better.
Much
better.
The fact
Yeah,
that
way
there was
better.
a Klingon on the
Dude.
on. I didn't buy the fact that there was a Klingon on board. I was like, no,
Helen.
keep
First
this crap.
contact. You gotta watch. Oh,
Jeez,
first
Alan.
contact.
I would say the
Jeez.
production value of The Next Generation for when it came out, 87, wasn't that bad. It was pretty
No, it
impressive
was
for
not
how
that
old
bad.
the show was.
Uh,
But yeah, I gotta ask, when does it pick up? 'Cause
well,
I would
mean, if you
say
get past
we're
the
like,
midway
yeah, the
season
season.
2.
it's-
Right
God.
about
I
the
would
time
say-
that the final credits roll, that's where it picks up.
Like, should I just skip to season 2? Do I really need to watch it?
Right to the series finale.
Well, here's the thing with season. I will say one of the highlights of Star Trek overall, especially season 1, is one character in particular. And Alan probably knows which character I'm going to say, but I will say it. Q. Q is
yes,
awesome.
Thank you. So yes.
Q
Oh my God, yeah.
is live John Delancey. And the crazy thing was, I remember when John Delancey was on Days of Our Lives before he went over to Star Trek to play Q, and I'm like, wait a minute. He used to be on the soap opera, and now he's playing a space god. I can dig it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna watch
Hold on a minute.
Star
Hold on a
Wars because if the best character is the pompous, prissy one, it's just not for me.
Well, and then you've got wait a minute, Dragon Buddy. I love you for this comment. Dragon Buddy says, "Reading Rainbow the shit out of that role." I love you, man.
Now, I will say the other thing I will say to you, R2, is it does pick up, I would say, in season 3, but I would recommend watching at least. I would say start with season 2 if you don't like season 1, but at least watch the 2-part pilot and watch the end of and watch the final episode of season 1, because the final
enough.
episode, if I remember correctly, it is pretty solid.
Personally-
Go ahead, Al.
Sorry. Personally, I enjoyed the original Buck Rogers. Not the original, sorry, the 1980s Buck Rogers. and the 1980s Battlestar Galactica much more than I did Next Generation.
And the reboot
And
of
that's just me.
Galactica was way better by a million times.
Oh, no, I'm not going to argue with that. But the original was still, I mean, that was their particular spacecraft and so forth that they used. I mean, that was pretty cool for the time. And what was her name that was in that? Oh,
Wait, which
ladies
one?
and gentlemen, hold on just one moment. We have special guests that just came into the chat room.
What's up?
Big Lovin' and Dallas Nooch. How are you tonight, gentlemen?
What is going on?
Nothing
We heard
much.
that you guys were doing a show about the end of the year.
Well, we were, and we got kind of sidetracked.
Yeah.
But you know what goes around here.
Talk.
Well, we momentarily left our D&D game to come in and talk to you guys.
We feel honored that you are here. I appreciate that.
I have
very
no idea
much.
who you are, but that's okay.
All right, so just so everybody knows, this is Don and Big Lovin' from the Escape ATSW Escape Pod, one of my all-time favorite live streams and/or podcasts. They are just so much fun, a very fun time. They are on YouTube every Wednesday night, 7:00. ATSW the Escape Pod. Check them out. You will laugh, guaranteed. Every time.
Yeah. Definitely.
Or you'll get scared and leave, which is fine too.
I'm just asking the question.
What? I didn't hear what you said, bud.
At them or with them?
Yes. Backyard TARDIS. I will agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
when the Romulans come back in and go, "Hello, Alpha Quadrant. We're still here. We're ready. We've got a brand new ship that can knock the crap out of your little piddly Enterprise."
Well, I know
called
that both Don and Brady have only a few minutes tonight because they actually are in the middle of a weekly D&D game that they play. Yes, they are true nerds like the rest of us. And I didn't want to keep them, but I know that they wanted to stop in and say hello to everybody. So, guys, I appreciate you coming on. We hope you have a very blessed new year and that God smiles on you and allows your channel to grow and you get to reach more people with your love and your fun.
Yeah.
Go blue.
Happy New Year, everybody.
New Year.
Don't forget to roll for initiative. Go blue.
I got a bone to pick with you, Chantal.
What'd I do?
You know what you did.
Bring it.
And that's what
I got a
it's all
Snickers,
about.
buddy, right there in the counter.
Oh, I need it.
What did I get myself into?
We need to make some Chantal. We need to get some stickers for us for the press play.
Snickers.
Yeah.
With
So
Snickers.
hey guys, what would you think?
Snickers with stickers.
Don and Brady, as well as everyone else, what would you think about this logo on stickers?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd
Do
be
it.
great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd even make stickers of your little emojis. I like those.
That's what I'm
Me too.
saying.
I love our emojis.
Do the press play and maybe do press angled at the top, play angled at the bottom with the two faces on the side.
Yes,
I think that'd make a cool little sticker.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
We recommend Sticker Mule.
Sticker mule.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
General.
Mm-hmm.
Make note, please.
I got it.
'Cause
I follow them actually. I follow them.
Write
on
that
Twitter.
down, Jamie.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna write that
All
down.
right,
Come
guys, have a
secretary.
good night. Thank you for coming.
All right. See you guys.
Take it easy.
Love you guys. Appreciate you
Bye.
very much. Bye. Well, that was really cool of them to stop in like that. I appreciate that. That's very cool indeed. Sorry about that. I know that we may have a couple people who just pop in and pop out like that tonight. I just wanted to be sure that we were, when they did, that we would give them the time they need. There's another show that I fell in love with this year. And I have to tell you that I was really, really, really lucky that my co-host turned me on to it. General
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Has anyone in the room seen Ted Lasso?
I love Ted Lasso.
No, I haven't seen
No.
that.
Okay.
I know what it is, but I
Good.
haven't watched it.
Okay, so it is. It's not sci-fi. It's a. I would call it a dramedy. It's a comedy that's very got a very drama type atmosphere behind it. It's on Apple Plus.
Apple Plus. Mhm.
And it is probably the best sitcom drama that I've seen in years. You find yourself, not only do you find yourself laughing, but you find yourself crying with the cast. It's just a well done show.
Very positive show.
Very positive show. The message behind it is very positive.
Mm-hmm.
2 seasons in, cannot wait for the 3rd season to come out. So if you guys have not seen that one, highly recommend it.
And the sports aspect of it kind of takes a backdrop, because I know the soccer thing is like a big, but it's really not.
See, that's what kind of turned me off to it, was that I don't really care about soccer.
Well,
no, neither do I.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, football.
Okay, so my two British friends here aside.
All right, so this goes to both Christian and to Dave. Okay, in football, big burly men wear armor and try to hurt each other. Okay, go.
Listen. We are the pioneers of sport, okay? UK, okay? You guys call it soccer, but football, a world elite game, okay? World elite level game, guys. Don't mess with that. The World Cup. Don't mess with that.
Okay, I don't want to start this fight, but world elite, and you guys only score like what, twice in a game in like an hour and a half.
Christian, if it makes you feel any better, I don't care about American football or
stopping each other
UK
from
football.
scoring.
Oh,
I barely scored on
I'd
American
rather play
sport.
some hockey.
Yes.
You know what?
See, I'm down. I'm
Aren't
more
you?
down with
Yes.
that.
I used to be into American football, professional football, big time. I'm lucky if I watch a
Real
game a year
men
now.
play hockey.
Other than Super Bowl, not growing up with hockey, it's not. To me, hockey. To me, hockey was nothing more than soccer on ice. Because I didn't grow up with it. Yeah, because I didn't grow
because
up
here's
with
the thing. Because it inspired one of the greatest comedies of the 1990s, Happy Gilmore. Stan.
Yeah, but it's also golf. So,
That was
the
the worst
mighty
guy to try to stab someone with a
love
skate.
Happy Gilmore.
Yes. Thank you, R2. Thank you. Oh,
Do
Oh,
Happy
that's so
Gilmore.
bad.
somebody
I don't even.
gets
Oh,
it.
so anyway, as far as the show's concerned, the soccer part of it is really just a prop to carry the drama along and
Yeah,
the comedy along.
Okay.
I'm not being a huge fan of the game. Sorry to my UK friends. But I'm going to tell you right now, it was fantastic. It was, and I have not publicly done this yet, but I want to say thank you,
You're
Shanobi,
welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
for turning me on to that.
Sure.
If you don't have Apple TV, there are some really good science fiction type stuff on there too. C with Jason Momoa is fantastic. The Foundation. The Foundation is true sci-fi.
Foundation is so good. Foundation is so good.
Yeah, that is true sci-fi. Very, very, very good. Very good. That was one of those. I was like 2 episodes in, and I immediately was wanting to just keep going, and I had to stop.
Does anyone like Resident Alien? Does that
Haven't seen
Never, I've heard of it.
I
Never seen
wanted
it.
to watch it. I don't have a way to.
Oh man,
Is that like low grade sci-fi? Because
it's on the
as
sci-fi
much
channel.
as much as I want to peruse the sci-fi channel, every time I go on there, it's always low
Listen.
grade, low budget, low production.
I'm with
programs
you.
and stuff.
The only thing I ever watch on the Sci-Fi Channel is the Twilight Zone marathon for, lo and behold, New Year's Eve. Other than that, I never watch the Sci-Fi Channel. This is literally
They used to do it
the
for Labor Day
only-
too.
I know they stopped doing it. I'm really pissed off about it. This is quite literally the only show I watch on Sci-Fi is Resident Alien, and that's only because Alan Tudyk is so freaking good, and it's very funny.
Oh, he was great in Tucker and Dale.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
What
I've
is
heard
he
of it,
good
never
in
seen it.
now? I mean,
I know he's in everything.
Hold on
but
a
I mean,
second.
everything he's in, he's always.
Oh, he's
good.
great.
I mean,
He's so funny.
he was even in one of the Transformers movies, and he was one of the parts of it.
Oh,
Good.
I hate
Give
those
me,
movies.
give me 1 second. Welcome to the chat, Mr. Tim Possible. Tim, if you go all the way to the top of this channel, you will see a link. You can click it to join
no.
us if you would like.
Tim, that's not true. Don't come in
Do
here.
it.
Anyway,
Oh,
It's a trap.
Foundation is
It's not a trap.
fantastic show.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
it's a trap. I can't remember where we were at. See, I got sidetracked and my
Sorry.
mind shut down for a second.
You were talking about
Ted
Alan Tudyk.
Lasso, Resident Alien.
Oh, the fact that you have not seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil hurts my soul,
I'm
General.
so sorry.
It's so good, so good.
Oh,
You want me to see
okay.
myself out?
No.
Would
you
you
know
please?
how you know how my wife feels about horror films.
Yes.
She's seen this one with me like 3 times. She loves it. Laughs her
That's
ass off
surprising.
every time.
Is that the one where the group of people think that they're just hillbillies and
Lunar
they're
Girl,
not?
yes.
Yeah, hillbillies.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
murdering.
no,
Whoa,
they
whoa,
think they're
back up,
serial
back up,
killers,
back up,
but they're
back
And
up.
the
not.
one tries to dive after him and he jumps into the wood chipper accidentally.
when he looks at the police officer and says, "They must have some kind of suicide pact. These kids are killing themselves all over my property." While
yeah.
dragging the torso behind him, I lose it every time.
So yeah, to clarify for you, it's basically a bunch of kids go out and put in the woods to do the the normal like horror movie thing. Yeah, we're gonna get high, we're gonna fuck, and we're blah 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 blah. And
Right.
but they find these 2 rednecks who are just nice guys, and they think that they're serial killers, and they through like accidents they keep on dying off left and right, and they keep thinking the guys are doing it. And it's you need to see it. It's so good. And
so funny.
All right, as someone
Yeah.
who loves horror, I like stuff that parodies horror.
Well,
That's
I
so
will tell
good.
you
That's
this:
a parody.
if you
I
get
love it.
past the gas station scene
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't have you hooked to the point that you have to watch it to the end,
Uh-huh.
there's something wrong with you.
Okay, all right.
Because what he's trying to talk, one of them is trying to talk the other one into going and talking to these girls because he says he's real bashful and can't talk to them, right?
Okay.
Well, he walks over and he starts talking to him, and he's got a sickle in his hand, big hook, right? And he's
Okay.
like, "Are you going camping?" I lose it. I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so
Oh,
great!
no.
It's so great." So, have you seen that one, Christian?
I have not.
You must. It's very
Yeah.
funny.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Dave, how about you? Have you seen that one? That you have or have not? Dave.
Me? Oh yeah, I've seen it, but
Okay.
I've seen it. I remember seeing it twice when it first come out, but I can only remember some of the gory parts.
Yes.
So when you speak about it, some of the parts it jumps in, and I'm like, oh, I remember that. So
Yeah.
it was one of the things where someone says, "Oh, you got to watch it. It's a good horror film." I'm like, really? I'm like, okay then. But it's like looking at it from 2 different perspectives, and that's why I liked it. I thought, oh my gosh, it's like they think they're killers, but they're not.
So here's the funny thing. Whoever did the music for this film did it such a good job, because every time they show the kids' point of view, it's dark and ominous and scary. And then when they switch immediately to Tucker or Dale's point of view, it's lighthearted. I mean, it's just so good. It is so good, so funny. As I said, my wife, who hates horror films, she's watched it with me multiple times and loves it. My grandson, who is just turned 10, climbed up in my lap and watched it with me for Halloween and just laughed himself silly through the whole movie. So yeah, it's really, really good.
I'll check it out.
How does everyone think about Halloween Kills?
I didn't bother. The last Halloween movie I saw was Halloween H2O. That's where I stopped.
Well, you stopped there for a reason.
Stop at the original.
I saw it. I liked it. I thought it could have been much more.
I did not like Halloween
I
Kills.
went to the cinema to watch it, and a film has never frustrated me so much where I physically started throwing my hands up in the air and physically gasping at how bad it was.
Yeah.
To the point where I was actually rooting for Michael Myers to kill everybody. Just kill them all.
I can.
Because he was the only one in the film that was doing what he was supposed to do.
I'm glad I watched that at home.
Yeah.
Dave, I can
Yeah.
top you. Dave,
Go on,
I can top you.
I can say more.
Please don't say the unspoken one, because if you do, Shanobi and I have to drink.
Dave, I can top that.
Go for it.
December 2019. Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, paid. Need I say more?
Well, I'm talking specifically Halloween films. I know you can top it
Oh.
movie to movie, but I'm
Yeah.
just talking.
I'm a huge Michael Myers fan. I always have.
Oh, I
been.
love Michael Myers.
You
He
know,
can
I
beat
think
the. Go ahead.
I know that's okay. I think
Jason Voorhees still wins.
Halloween.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes, he
Halloween
does.
1 and Halloween 2. Okay,
Yes.
Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 are two perfect movies to me. I know
Yes.
Halloween 2 is when they actually broke into the slasher movie, but I love the fact that it took up at the exact spot the first one left off and finished the story out. But go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just
You
Alan,
have the floor.
You get the point of Halloween 2. That's what makes it so novel and so original. It picks up right where the first one left off. Usually with sequels to slasher movies, there's a time. Now, most times that's okay. I'll say one of the best time jumps or the best pickup points is Scream 2. I love the original 3 Scream movies. So that is by far one of my
Scream 2 is
all-time
good.
favorite. Scream 2 is shut up, Tim. You're wrong. And I'm older than you, so therefore you're doubly wrong.
I want to take the time to appreciate Gilbert's animals.
But no, sir. Aww.
Sorry about that.
Cute.
I had to go get
That's
them.
okay.
They were barking. But
No,
yeah,
I
this is
bring,
Blanca.
I bring
Never
Shandy on all
apologize
the
for
time. Don't worry about
animals.
that. Yeah, our pets are always welcome. So if you have them, they're more than welcome.
Bring them on.
My cat's sleeping over there. I don't want to wake her up just in case she starts clawing my face off.
Okay, well, yeah, we
Sounds about right.
We don't really want to see that on on film.
Oh, do you?
Might get us more viewers.
Well, it could be good for ratings.
There you go. Sorry to disappoint.
I do have a question for the panel, real quick. Who
ahead.
all has seen both parts of Masters of the Universe Revelation?
I actually have.
I've seen part one of that.
I worry about what's going to come up in the next couple of minutes. Because I actually really liked it.
I actually really enjoyed it. Both parts.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what all this hatred is for. It was Tila, I think her name was.
And here's the thing. As a
It was
child
more
of the
to do
80s,
with the marketing. Was more He-Man based.
Okay.
And then when it come out, it was just he would took a back seat. I think that was the thing.
Yeah.
They put He-Man front
Christian?
and center of all the marketing, all the toys, all the adverts, and he was hardly in it. I think that's
Christian,
what
you were
the
gonna
backlash
say?
was about.
Yeah, I mean, I think he got caught up with the collateral to do with, obviously the identity politics and wokeness coming into a lot of franchises. And I think because I watched part one and I thought it was okay, and I will watch part two. And I think probably some of the groups that are on YouTube were a bit harsh on it because of all the other stuff that's going on, which they're not happy about. I mean, obviously, we know it from what's happening with Star Wars. It's going to happen in Lord of the Rings. We know it's kind of in a lot of franchises that are going in that direction at the moment. And I think Masters of the Universe has got kind of caught up with it in a kind of sort of collateral type of way. I thought it was okay, actually. I thought they tried some new things that were quite interesting because as much as there's a balance, isn't there? And it's trying to find that balance. We want to see new storylines and things that are original and fresh, but we also like those motifs and to do with the hero's journey and the things that we consider good storytelling. So it's kind of getting that balance.
I think if they would have marketed it that way, like we're trying to do something new with the characters that exist. It's not just about He-Man. It's about all the others as well. I think it would have been forgiven a bit more. It's just that it was all He-Man.
I think what happened on that is a lot of people felt like they were baited.
Where's He-Man? If they would have marketed it of we're going to push other characters more than this because the whole universe, the whole Masters of the Universe, I think it would have been forgiven a bit more if they were a bit more truthful about the series.
Well, I think that's fair what you're saying there, Dave. But the other thing I'd say is if you're talking about like a bait and switch, for me, the biggest bait and switch of all time is Finn in the Force Awakens, and I'm like
totally untapped. God. What a wonderful character!
Everyone expected him to be the one that comes out to be the Jedi, and it just so happens to be Rey, who's as bad as Brie Larson when it comes to acting skills. So Finn would have been a better choice to have someone that's already a stormtrooper wants to get out and then discovers himself and becomes more. I reckon that would have been a much better story. And if they wanted to, they could still do that. There's still time. I reckon that would still get a lot more than what the Star Wars is getting at the minute. It'd get a lot more people interested because it's what people wanted. But the longer they leave it, the less people are going to be inclined to watch it.
Now I don't know how true this is, so grain of salt, please. But I had heard that they had a scene during the battle of one of the first battle scenes where right after Rey got the lightsaber, that Finn wound up having to pick it up inside the cantina and defend himself using the lightsaber, and they cut it because, quote unquote, Kathleen Kennedy said, "No, we can't do that because he's going to upstage Rey."
Wow.
I can believe it. I can believe it.
Yeah, I would imagine that could be true. I would imagine that could be true.
Mm-hmm.
They're pushing the wrong characters.
Yes. Now,
of all the new trilogy, Finn is the most intriguing.
Interesting.
Agreed.
Yes.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah, think about that. I mean, something we've never seen was a stormtrooper who defected and then wound up being force sensitive, because we all know he was.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
Even if Rey was still the main character, had they not spent the last movie with their character who had the most interesting arc, just running around, and whose dialogue in the script literally was "Rey at the top of your lungs," 5,000 times, right? They could have made
paid to say Rey 50 times.
All right, so yeah, all right, so we're gonna move away from that subject because we could be on there all night, and it aggravates me. But here's what I'm going to say to tie that in: had they listened to people in the Star Wars, Lucasfilm, Disney world who knows Star Wars and knows its fans, they could have done something like Ghostbusters did, which is an actual tribute to the original while still handing the baton over to the new. It was handled with such care and such love that it brought tears to my eyes.
What was
Did I think some of it was corny? Absolutely. Did I think
a phrase that either Kathleen said or Ryan Johnson said? Get rid of the past or kill it if you have to.
Yeah.
Who remembers that phrase that he says? He says, get rid of the past or kill it if you have to.
Right, which was actually a line from the film too. But yeah.
Yeah, that was all about like Ryan Johnson's like, subverting expectations type of thing. And that was the whole, I mean, like I've got episodes on my channel.
I mean, this killing off of characters is just so boring. They don't have to kill off characters
he wanted to turn everything upside down and change it, completely shift the paradigm around. So you get Luke Skywalker that's depowered, and it's like, and like like you're looking at like shows that we loved of 2021. You look at Mandalorian when Luke turns up in the X-wing, and it's like the most amazing thing about that is that's the Luke we expected. That's Luke Skywalker.
That's what I wanted.
I will be honest with you. I sobbed.
Me too.
I cried so hard that I was sobbing.
It was shameful.
I had to stop.
How much crying I did.
I had to stop and rewind it because I missed so much of it by how much I was crying. It was.
You realize it's been a year since that came out now? It's been a little over a year.
You know what's funny is I quit. I've watched it so many times that I had to quit watching it because I would tear up every single time.
It's really good.
When I was a kid, there was two people, right? There was Hawkeye from the Avengers, and there was Luke Skywalker. But in both cases, a nothing nobody who raised themselves up. With Luke, it was the Force. With Hawkeye, it was his training to be able to stand toe to toe with the greatest in the galaxy. And as a kid who was fat, and when I say I was fat, right? I was fat. I didn't have very many friends. The ones I did have ran in my inner circle because we loved Kiss and Marvel, right? You know, to me, they were my heroes, and to see how he was treated. I actually walked out of The Last Jedi. I'm gonna be honest. I walked out of The Last Jedi. I actually kind of liked it when I first watched it because I was like, okay, this is something different that they're trying to do. But the more I thought about it, the angrier I got.
Alan, you would be amazed how many times, and even I had that same reaction myself when me and the missus and a friend of mine, we went to see Last Jedi when it came out. We walked out, we were all blown away, but it was like, well, to quote Morpheus, the actual Morpheus, not this other guy. It was like a splinter in my mind driving me mad. And I was like, the second time we went back to watch Last Jedi, I was like, son of a.
I think for me personally, I walked out saying that I liked it because of the splendor of it. It was a beautiful movie. It was beautifully shot. The composition, the colors, the music. I mean, it was a beautifully
it's all
shot.
nothing without a good story, though.
Exactly.
Thank
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole
it's
the whole
just a
kind of
shell.
Canto,
It's nothing.
the whole
It's
Canto
hollow.
Bight scene was like, what? Like what?
I mean, what was the point in
what was
having
Finn
Finn
doing?
and
What was
Rosika in
happening in
there?
that journey?
Yep. Yeah. All right. Can we please stop? Because I get upset every time.
I'll just want to say one more thing real quick.
Okay.
To quote the great bard William Shakespeare, it is a story told by an idiot, full of sound and fury and signifying nothing.
Amen, brother. No.
Whereas Mandalorian is great storytelling. He's like, I think the Mandalorian
is a tale told
universe
by a
right now in
genius,
Star Wars is the best thing,
full of brilliance and
Star Wars right
awesomeness and signifying
The
much.
Mandalorian.
It's funny to me that some Backyard TARDIS, was it Star Wars Theory Level of Tears? He said it was more than that. I was literally trying to catch my breath. I was crying so hard. It was, yeah.
I mean, there was
Anyway.
literally no reason to kill off Luke anyway. They could have just had him faint but not disappear, so he could reappear at some point.
Yeah.
In any other Star Wars media. But to have him just fade away, it's like, well, what really did he do apart from just project himself?
They were trying to pull the Yoda fade away type fading into the Force.
And it was the wrong thing.
It didn't work.
Anyway, no, it didn't. Anyway,
Test audience must have
Belzora
gone,
is
"Yes,
now
yes, yes,
in the
yes,
chat,
yes,
everybody. Hello,
Hi,
Belzora.
Belzora.
Belzora was going to stop in tonight, but she had a something come up. And real quick, guys, I know that we're right at an hour in. Ricky had told me early on that he was going to have to skip out at this time frame. I'd like to give him the floor for a couple minutes so he can kind of let us know where to find him and his channel and what they do. So take off there, R2 the Yicky.
Alrighty. I have a channel called After the Weekend, and I actually host it with somebody else, the Geeky Crochet, if you know her on Twitter. But we, twice a month, we do movie reviews, and we focus on movies from our childhood, so 80s and 90s, and we keep it, very family friendly. I got a 7-year-old son who loves to watch when I live stream, so I like to watch movies that he can watch too. But yeah, our my co-host though is on vacation pretty much for the whole month of January, so it's just me. But our next review episode is going to be sorry, let me look at the calendar here real quick. It's going to be Sunday, January 9th, and we're going to do The Naked Gun, and I'm going to have actually the Podfather Rowe himself on, along with Chris, the film school rookie. So I'm really excited for that. When he heard I mentioned I wanted to do The Naked Gun, Rowe was like, "Can I do that with you?" I was like,
That's
"Sure."
a great movie.
Go
All right,
for it. Yeah.
So can you make me a promise?
Mm-hmm.
If and when you get around to doing The Lost Boys, you let me know.
Okay, I was gonna say we probably won't because we One of our rules is we won't do any R-rated movies because, like I said, we keep it family friendly. So it's PG-13 or lower.
I thought The Lost Boys was PG-13, but okay.
I don't know
No?
about
Is
that
it R-rated?
actually.
Yeah, no, it's R. Yeah, it's an R movie.
It's a close one.
I know.
Well, if you ever break down and decide, let me know. That's
Sure.
that's one of my 80s.
No, we do a hangout chat where we do talk about other stuff. So we may not review it, but that certainly could be a topic. So if we ever get to that, I will keep you in mind for it.
Definitely. I've told General Shanobi that we're going to have to do some of those cult classics, and we could literally on cult classics we could do a night on like The Thing, do a John Carpenter night, do a Thing, Big Trouble in Little China, all those great 80s
Body
movies.
bag. Body bag.
I was gonna say this upcoming Monday, January 3rd, we're doing a hangout chat where we're going to be talking about good, bad movies, guilty pleasures. So
there you go.
Oh, nice. We're
that
going to do
should
a
be a
guilty
lot of fun.
pleasures episode also.
You do any Disney movies from the
Wow.
90s, let me know.
We probably will at some point, and definitely
Let me
will
know.
do.
All right.
So,
Well, thank you
Alan.
again for
It
coming.
was
We
so
appreciate
nice.
you so much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
It's an open invitation. I tell people this all the time. If you see that we're doing something and you go, "Oh, I really dig that," just reach out to me. If I have a spot for you, we'll definitely bring you on at any time.
Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you
Not a
so
problem.
much. It was so nice to meet you all, and good night to everybody in the chat. Take care.
Nanu,
Good night.
Nanu.
Bye.
Nanu. Real quick, I want to say something real quick. Belzora, I know you're at home listening, and I know you said you didn't have time, but I did put the link in the chat, very first chat. So if you take the live stream, go all the way top, you can see the link. If you want to jump in just enough to say hello and to, and this goes for anybody that's in the chat, if you want to just jump in just long enough to say hello and let everyone wish you a happy new year, please feel free. You're welcome. We've got another 15 to 20 minutes of stream time, so we'd love to see you and love to talk to you. All right, so let's we've wandered off the rails pretty hard. Let's see if we can't pull it back in.
Do you do series as well as movies? Do you want to
Yes,
talk about
anything that you
series?
like. What hit you this year that you really liked?
Well, I just wanted to know about the series because you got the fourth. Is it the fourth season of Cobra Kai coming up?
Oh,
And
so looking forward to it.
I've avoided all the trailers. I want to go in super fresh, and I think it's one of the best series out at the minute because
Yeah,
it does
great show.
the classic characters justice while bringing up new characters. So it doesn't crap on anyone and raises everybody. Everyone has their own story, and it's very engaging. And I'm actually really interested in every single character this time. So even Kreese, which everyone thought was just the nasty of the nasty, he has a reason for why he is, and you kind of feel sorry for him as well. So that's why I think it's good for character development as well as pushing a story forward while not crapping on legacy characters.
I agree with you. That is they're another just fantastic example of how to do it right when it comes to paying tribute to the past while still building a new future. Love Cobra Kai. I cannot wait to watch it. It's one of my faves. I've been trying my best to talk General Shanobi into getting into it because I think that might be something we have to cover when the time comes.
I do want to watch it. I keep hearing so many good things about it.
It's a great show. Great
yeah,
show.
It's really good.
I love it.
Here's one I actually watched this year. It's not super old, but it's been out for a year and a half or so. Blade Runner 2049. Did anybody else see it?
What is it?
Blade Runner 2049.
Oh,
the one
no,
that
I
Denis
I like to
Villeneuve did.
watch it. I think it's too slow for me. I don't know why. It
I
just
liked it.
Doesn't pull me in.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dave. I tried, and it was one of those that literally I fell asleep and just didn't go back to.
Well, I mean, I have always been even though I know he's done some stinker movies the last few years, I've been always will be a huge Ridley Scott fan. Love his work. And Blade Runner, I mean, it's quintessential 80s sci-fi.
Right.
I honestly thought this was a really solid follow-up to the first film, and it had some really good performances. And of course, you had Harrison Ford reprise his role as Deckard. And the one thing that really impressed me was the commentary on what we view as true sentient life, and this whole the whole concept of the replicants evolving and changing as a race. And I know for some people it can be slow. I get that. Not everybody's geared that way. But if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. And if you did see it and you couldn't quite make it through, I'd say try to give it a second watch through.
Yeah. I'm not
You might
against
actually-
it. I do want to get
no.
to
I
pretty
don't.
soon. So it's just one of the things where I want to sit down after work. After a boring day at work, I just want to see explosions and martial arts. You know?
Oh, I get that. I get that. I do. Believe me, Dave, I get that. Now, the one movie I saw just recently that I will say avoid at all cost.
Yeah,
Matrix Resurrections. Matrix
Yeah, I've heard the
Resurrections.
same
It
thing.
was just.
I've already wasted my money at the cinema to watch that.
Don't.
I'm watching that on HBO.
Yeah,
I
I
watched
would
it on
watch
HBO
it on TV. I would
Max.
not. I would not go to see
It's
it.
got some interesting concepts, but there was too much for one film that could have stretched out to two films to explain things a lot more.
Yeah,
It's
I heard
like-
it was
there's-
very
there's-
superficial.
If they would have done two films, they would have explained a lot more. But in a one film, they explained very little. I reckon it could have benefited from being two films, and I reckon that's what they
I'm
should
just
have
trying
done.
to bank on the nostalgia.
Yeah, give
Yes.
me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We're 1 hour in. For those of you who have just joined the chat or has joined the chat recently, the guests who've been on tonight, this is the first time that they've been with us here at Press Play, and I was really lucky to get to meet some of these fine gentlemen through another a side project that I'm putting together, and they all agreed to come on, and we've had a great time with them. So I just wanted to take a second to let everyone know that the people that you see now, yep, this is their first time and they've done a great job. Secondly, you are watching and listening to Press Play Streaming Studios Movie Chat. It was supposed to be 2021 in review, but as you well know, our rails are painted on loose dirt, so we've started talking about everything else. Belzora is asking in the chat right at this moment to be sure to get your social links. Belzora, I'm going to have them send those to me through Twitter, so I can actually go ahead and stick those into the comment section. So as of hopefully by this time tomorrow, I'll have everything posted, so you can go out and grab each one of their information and follow them. Please do. They've been a great host tonight. I also know that Christian Fandom Geek does need to leave shortly, so I'd like to give him the floor so he can talk to us about his channel and what he's got coming up, and also to take the time to thank him properly for coming on tonight. Sir, please, you have the floor.
Oh, thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you, Alan, for having me on Alan Press Play, and thank you all of you as well. Nice to chat with you, interact with you, and Happy New Year to everybody watching the show right now on the chat and watching the video afterwards. Hope it's a great one. God bless you all. I've got a channel on YouTube called Christian Fandom Geek, which is the best stories of our age from a Christian perspective. I talk about a lot about Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, sci-fi, hero's journey, fandom, war, all kinds of things like that. Luna Girl, she's brilliant.
She's the best.
Really engaging, really encouraging. She's a fan of the show, but she's absolutely awesome. And so, it's also a podcast show as well. I've started doing gaming streams on there as well, like Star Wars games, and I'm doing some Marvel games, and also do some kind of more streaming where we can interact with the fans of the show. So yeah, it's a humble enterprise, but there is a plan there as well. And ultimately, I love engaging with other shows, other creators, and other geeks. He's a geek. He's a geek. sort of channel as well. So yeah.
Absolutely. Now you are on UK time,
Mhm.
so when you're posting, be sure to let us know when you've got some new things coming out, so we can help you spread that word as well.
Definitely.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That would be awesome.
The Red 5. We stick together and we help where we can.
Definitely. And I'm on Twitter all day, every day. So
Red 5's amazing. Red 5 is amazing. Ro's a really encouraging guy as well. He's very positive guy. So yeah.
Yeah.
Ro's the best.
There's some amazing talent on Red 5.
I agree. So thank you again for coming. I appreciate it. You have a beautiful night. Tell your lovely wife I said thank you.
Oh yeah, I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye, guys. What a nice guy. I mean, he's just I've had the pleasure to talk to him through Twitter privately on several occasions, and just is one of those people that just kind of warms your heart when you get to talk to him. He's such a good person. All righty, so real quick, I'm gonna do a 2021 rundown. We had Spider-Man, which was fantastic. We had other things in the Sony Spider-Verse, which were okay at best. We did
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did too.
Such high hopes, but whatever. We've got Boba right now. We got the Book of Boba, which is an interesting. It's an interesting first episode because it started out to me started out great and then started to slowly dwindle, and the ending of it, if I'm not going to spoil anything because it's early and I don't want to go into detail, but I got very 1980s Clash of the Titans vibes and was not very happy with that.
Disappointed.
I was, but not horribly. I can see where it's going to go because I love the cast and I love the makers, so I have faith that it's going to excel from here. What else did you guys see? This year? Shang-Chi,
The Eternals.
Did you like the Eternals?
I didn't like the Eternals very much.
I liked both. I liked both of them, but I liked the Eternals much more than I liked Shang-Chi. Like Shang-Chi was cool if you like, that kind of like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, like the Kung Fu movies kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if personally, the Eternals was a lot more like fantastical and awesome. And a lot of people gave it crap for having Icarus be a lot like Superman, which is kind of what he is. But it was still a good movie. I enjoyed it. But then again, I'm a total Marvel, Star Wars. I'm a shill for all of that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Gilbert, I am as well.
Where were you a month ago when I did my review? Dude, you're the first person you're one of a handful of people I've heard that actually really enjoyed Eternals. I did. I loved the movie. I went and saw it in IMAX, and I was like, I'm so glad I saw this in IMAX. I actually saw it and Dune back to back in IMAX, and I was like,
Dune.
So I will say this, and Luna Girl's gonna probably DM me later and yell at me for saying this. I loved Wanda Vision.
Yes.
Loved it. I did. I loved it.
Wanda Vision.
Oh yeah.
Hawkeye was a better show from beginning to end.
I disagree.
I would say that's fair.
And I'm going to explain why I say that. And Ambassador, you can back me up or give your opinion, whichever it is. And I'm going to tell you why that is.
Mm-hmm.
WandaVision accelerated to this point, and then they went. It was so quick to wrap. It felt like they rushed the end. To where Hawkeye,
maybe a little bit.
to where Hawkeye was a slow burn and it felt more grounded. Now, to say that, I'm going to say this: because of WandaVision, Wanda Maximoff is probably now my favorite Marvel character. So I'm not dogging WandaVision at all.
Right.
I think that Hawkeye is another example of passing the torch the right way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Because I put Hawkeye second under WandaVision.
Yeah.
Really? Over Loki?
As much as I love, believe me, when I tell you I love Loki.
Yeah, but she
more
likes
ways
Loki
than
for
one.
more
Okay,
reasons
Yeah,
than,
it
Oh,
doesn't
we've got
matter.
someone else
I
getting
love
it up,
him.
man.
Okay,
Okay.
but
Hold on a second. Everybody say hi to Scott
You know
from
what?
Used and
Yeah,
Abused.
I did enjoy Hawkeye.
Hey guys, just want to jump in real quick and tell y'all have a happy new year. It's been great the times we've had Chantal on our show. Alan, we hope to get some episodes with you. Of course, we got to talk about Alice Cooper.
We're going to have a music episode coming
Yes,
up
we
soon.
are. Yes, we are. And of course, you talking about the Lost Boys. Definitely want to get you on the Lost Boys. But I just want to
There you
tell
go.
everyone out there, have a happy and safe new year. If you do go out and drink, please do not drive. And let's all get into 2022 rock and rolling.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Scott.
Scott, thank you so much for coming in, buddy. I appreciate
Say hi to
that.
Kim.
I will. She's working.
Yes, say hi to Kim and everybody. Again, happy new year to you and your family. It was great listening to you guys the other night, and yes, we definitely have to get together and do that Alice Cooper episode. I've probably forgotten more about the man than most people know, so we should have a good time with that.
Exactly.
All right. Good night, man.
Guys.
Thank you. That's what I meant by saying people might just jump in and jump out through the night. So that was very cool. So Belzora, thank you, honey. You are awesome. She says, Alice Cooper.
Yeah, that'll be a good episode.
Yeah, but we're not worthy.
But yes, I love
him in the Prince
Loki.
of Darkness.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
I liked him in the Prince of Darkness.
Oh, yes. Or Monster Dog. Yes. I have a friend of mine who told me that Prince of Darkness is the only horror movie he's ever watched that truly scared him.
Huh.
There's only been one
Definitely has
horror
some
movie that's
frightening
truly.
elements.
I'm sorry. Say again, Dave.
Oh, it definitely has some frightening elements.
Yes. It's the whole.
I find it more eerie.
Yeah, I think it's the whole demon type aspect.
Yeah, it's
but-
like that water. It gets everywhere. And when I was younger, when I saw that, I was worried about getting in the bath and things like that.
Ambassador, which movie scared you?
There's only been one in my entire life that's truly scared me.
Yeah,
the original, The Exorcist.
Which is common for a lot of people. Myself personally, I was scared to watch it, and then when I did watch it, I laughed.
Shut up,
Gilbert,
Alan.
I'm sorry, I did. Gilbert.
Me, all right. So I have the most traumatic experience. I was like 10 years old, and I watched the original Shining. I thought, oh, how bad could it be? Oh, no, that bathtub scene.
Wrong.
Oh,
That was the worst thing I'd ever.
Wrong.
The worst decision I ever made in my life.
One of the most beautifully shot movies
Oh,
ever made,
gorgeous.
and I don't care for it.
Oh,
Of course,
The
it's Stanley
Shining.
Kubrick.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I am one who tell you that is in General Shinobi's words, that is a film.
Film it is.
It truly
I
is.
love Kubrick.
But being a Stephen King
Mhm.
fan,
Mm-hmm.
it's not one of my favorites. Because it deviated so far from the
Yeah.
book. Which one scared you, General? Doo-doo,
Hmm.
doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo,
I don't know, because
doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
in the way that I grew up,
He's ignoring me.
the way that I grew up, my parents were so good about ratings and stuff, so I didn't get into horror, I guess, until a little bit later. So I can't really say that anything scared me. Not as a kid.
I didn't get
Although-
scared of the horror movies I watched either. I used to watch all the old Italian horror films.
Oh,
For me, it was the Hammer films. I loved the
Suspiria
Hammer films.
and
Suspiria, Tenebrae,
yeah.
City of the Living Dead, or City of the Dead, sorry. The Beyond. That's probably the most eeriest film. It makes me creep. But yeah, nothing really like scares me.
For
Yeah.
me,
I think I was desensitized when I was younger. I blame my dad for that.
Because I didn't watch The Exorcist until I got into high school. So as much as The Exorcist is my favorite horror movie, I can't say that it scared me. I just understood why it was so scary for its time.
for me, it was the Salem's Lot. Because I was 10 years I was 10 years
I
old.
do like the look of the vampire in that.
Oh,
I was 10 years old when that came out.
Yeah,
And-
because
and
it was.
bec-
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead, Alan. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's because of the child vampire.
Is that the whole scene that was filmed backwards, back to front? It was like
Yes.
reversed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because of that, in future movies where children were the main theme, it was always unsettling to me. For example, The Omen. To this day, The Omen is an atmospheric genius of a movie. It's very creepy, very creepy, and that smile at the end every time gets me every time.
Backyard Artist just said something in the comments. So it's not a horror movie, but it's more of like certain characters in movies would scare me, not horror movies themselves. So like he brought up a good example. I watched the original Batman at a very young age.
Yes.
And when Jack Nicholson first comes out with the white makeup, like I remember that scaring me, something like that, but not a horror movie. Like the same thing with Christopher Lloyd in Roger Rabbit. Anytime as a child I saw Who Framed Roger Rabbit was about to be popped into the VCR, I dreaded the ending.
Yeah, I
Dreaded
can see
the
that.
ending because it would scare the shit out of me as a kid.
Danny DeVito as the Penguin. To me, it wasn't scary, but it was very
I didn't watch that
disturbing.
until much later, so
Yeah,
it didn't bother me.
You know, it was
I
disturbing.
did feel sorry for him more than anything.
Yeah, like by the time I saw
Yeah.
Batman Returns, I was like 11 or 12, and it didn't scare me.
Luna Girl says The Exorcist is the only movie that ever scared her. She laughed while watching it and then had nightmares forever.
And I want to say to Bill Zora that Darkness Falls. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Poltergeist creeped me out a little bit the first time I saw it, and I saw that in high school, and still Poltergeist, like, ooh.
They're here.
Fucking clown, man! The damn clown!
Oh, that clown.
Damn clown!
So
Burned it with fire.
I'm not telling anything that Chantal doesn't already know. My oldest son, Stefan, who's been with me on the show many times, General Shanobi knows him. He's a great guy. He has a true hatred for clowns. Okay.
Oh.
But he loves horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, Dad, we've got to go see it. I'm like,
I love
are you sure? I'm like, he's like, I've got to. There was a point in the movie where he leans over in the theater and he goes, I'm in my own private hell. and I went,
Yeah.
And I just went back. I tried to warn you.
Yeah, but still, Tim Curry.
Oh yeah.
No. There's no comparison. Hold on. There's no comparison.
That's two different. To me, it's two different.
No
creatures.
comparison.
Because
Tim Curry's a
Curry's
legend.
Literally, he's great at everything he does.
Oh yeah.
Even when
he's
it's awful. I mean, him as the Ukrainian, the philanthropist in Congo. Oh my gosh.
No, he's
well,
Mr. Homunca.
You know, Frankenfurter. I mean, he's just.
Dude.
Oh come on! What about his greatest role ever in Legend?
Yes.
Yes, the darkness.
That's why I say he's a legend. Literally.
Literally.
Remember
American Werewolf in London scared
He's the
them.
Grand Wizard.
Well, does anybody remember who directed Legend? Anybody? I mentioned him just a little while ago.
Yes, I know, but I can't bring it out.
Ridley Scott.
Yeah,
Ridley Scott. Yep.
Ridley freaking big boss.
Oh,
Scott.
DB. Yes, DB. American Werewolf in London.
I loved
You know
American
the
Werewolf in London, but you know which one I like? You know what I liked better? I like The Howling. To me, The Howling was a better
The Howling,
movie.
but I did like
It
The
was
Howling.
cheaper. It was cheaper. There was a lot less money spent for special effects. There was a scene that was because they'd run out of money that they had to do it, and they actually converted it into a cartoon for a second. A lot of people didn't catch that. What's her name?
I just love that transformation.
Dee Wallace was so good in that. Oh, if you guys haven't seen it, it's The Howling. The original Howling is so good.
See, I remember American Werewolf more.
A lot of people do. It was a much bigger hit.
Yeah.
The Howling fell under.
It's just Rick Baker's makeup, man. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here's the crazy thing. I remember American Werewolf in London, but there's only one part of that movie that I actually remember. And the crazy thing was I was way too young to have seen it. Yeah. It was actually edited for television.
Oh.
It was the scene
I
where
saw
the
it
two
in the theater.
It's the scene where the guys are in the adult movie theater.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's the
god.
only part of that movie and the transformation are the only parts of that movie that I actually remember.
It's so good.
I always loved when his friend comes back to see him for the first
Griffin
time.
Dunn.
You know,
I
so
love
funny.
it.
I know.
So funny.
He's
All
so
right,
funny.
guys, listen, we're at an hour and a half. I think we've meandered for as long as we can meander tonight. We our year in review turned into not being a year in review at
It's
all.
okay.
So let's do this.
fun.
Dave, take the floor for a couple minutes. Tell our people where we can find you.
Well, as I spoke to you earlier, I'm not really a YouTuber. I don't mind being filler. So, my channel, it's more to do with live streams about my favorite franchise, which is about Mortal Kombat. Specifically about my ideas or try to fix the latest movie that come out. That's basically my thing. Just try to get my ideas out on video, and anyone could drop in whenever they want. Normally they don't because it's people in America, it's different time periods. But yeah, my channel's just for getting my ideas out there because there's only so much you can put in writing. So if it's out on video, I don't need to keep repeating myself. People just watch the videos. But on Twitter, my name is down there if you want to follow and things like that. I'll chat with anybody. I'll join anybody's stream if they want me on. I'll try and be a good boy and not swear. So I'll do my best.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we try our best, but
I
that
don't
always
mind
works.
being filler for anybody.
Well, we appreciate you coming on.
I
and,
appreciate you letting me on.
reach out to me on Twitter, please. Send me a DM that has your.
I've
that
added
has
you
your.
as a friend on I follow on Twitter.
Oh,
So
nice,
you
nice.
should see
That way,
my,
I can send.
my name
I
pop up.
can link your information here in the chat. So,
Okay.
I
Just found
appreciate
you,
you,
Dave.
sir. Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much for coming on.
I'm not hard
All right.
to find.
Have a good night, sir.
Lovely. Thank you very much, everybody, and everyone have a
Nice
happy
meeting you,
New Year.
Dave. You
See you
too.
later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Ambassador, tell us where we can find you and what you're currently working on. I know you've got something very interesting that you may want to share with the room, please.
Well, my channel is the Ambassador Wing. I cover pop culture, modern, retro. I do focus on the 80s and 90s, but I do talk about more current stuff. The project I've been working on for a little over a year and a half now, it feels like it's been that long, is a fan fiction based in the sequel trilogy timeline. It's actually my version of the conclusion to the sequel trilogy. The title for it is The Unity of the Force. I'm actually going to be converting it into a quote-unquote radio drama. I want to cast it and record it and put it out there for the fan base, or maybe even do it live. So it just depends on how I can get that going. You can find me on social media, both on Twitter and Instagram. My handle on Twitter is AmbassadorKosh7, and my handle on Instagram is The Ambassador Kosh. So, Alan, thank you again for having me on, and to everybody
Not a
in
problem,
the
my friend.
chat and everybody on the panel, it is a pleasure to meet all of you. Have a very blessed and safe New Year, and I will catch you all next time.
Thank you, my friend. We
Ambassador.
appreciate
Happy
you.
New Year.
You too.
Happy New Year, sir. Well, Gilbert, how did we do tonight? A room full of people that we'd never met before.
Well, seeing as I had
Is it
never met any of
intimidating?
them either. Well, yeah, I was a little intimidated, but I think it went well. About 10 minutes into it, I think we all got in the groove of everything, so it went well.
Yep.
And it was a pleasure to meet everyone here.
It really was great having you. I appreciate you so much for coming on.
And your animals.
And your animals. General Fulcrum was one of the people who volunteered for the Beyond the Mic interview.
Oh,
That's how
awesome.
we
Thank
met.
you.
I had a very nice talk with him, so I'm looking forward to learning some more about editing videos so that I can start getting this put together and get it out.
I
So,
can't wait for you to piece this all together.
yeah, it should be a
it's
lot
gonna
of
really
fun.
cool.
Should be a lot of fun. So I appreciate you. Where can everyone find Fulcrum Entertainment, sir?
Yeah, so you guys can find us on YouTube. We do a bunch of different, we'll do weekly podcasts where we do reviews. We will, we'll talk about new trailers that are coming out from anything from like Marvel movies to Star Wars to video games to Batman, anything that's, coming out, anything we're interested in, we will talk about it. So, and then my buddy Harrison, he is also doing audiobooks on there. And then we also do audio comics. If you guys are not familiar with that, that's same thing as an audiobook. We just take a comic book and we add, sound effects, voice acting, and that kind of thing to that too. So we already have a couple on there.
That's awesome.
Well, I will tell you this, and I would tell the ambassador the same thing. If you need help with any voiceovers, let me know if I can help in any way. That's something I've always wanted to do.
I absolutely, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've been this whole time I've been scouting for voices in that the Joker voice. The guy he was here. I'm definitely going to be talking to him.
I'd be willing to give it a crack for female voices.
Absolutely.
Actually, I've always wanted to try that. So.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So
I look forward to it though.
Excellent. And I again, as I had told you before, and I had told Dave before, it's an open invitation. If you see that we're posting something on Sunday or Monday that, and you go, oh, that sounds very interesting to me, or what have you, let us know. If we have room, we will definitely bring you on. Also, that being said, I've had a lot of people from other pods who go, you know what, this sounds like something that would be up Alan and Chantal's alley, and we don't necessarily want to do that. So we get ideas from other people as well. So we're open to anything. We believe that this is a big happy family that we try to help each other. So definitely let us know so that we can also support you by retweeting your information when it comes out and things like that, so more people will be aware of you.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I absolutely will. And if I find anything, or if we have an episode that I think you guys might be awesome for, then I will reach out. I will definitely reach out to both of you and everyone else who was in the chat or in the room today. Maybe some people who were in the chat.
There are some in the chat that would be great for you as well. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, if anyone who's here, who's watching right now, wants to reach out to us and you guys want to try to be on our show, I would be glad to have you on for an episode. Have you try out, see how you like it, see how we like, and we're always open to having new people on the show.
Absolutely wonderful. It's been a pleasure being with you, sir. Thank you again so much for coming back on. And we will, I'm sure, work again in the near future.
Absolutely. I look forward to that. And yeah, everyone, you have a good night. You have a happy new year.
Thanks.
Stay safe. Yeah.
Happy New Year. God bless, my friend.
Happy New Year.
You guys as well.
So, General, what did you think about our little experiment tonight and how things went?
This was a great panel, and it's always great to be the only hen in the cockhouse.
There are so many ways I could take that. I'm just not going to. I could say so many things right now. I'm just not going to.
I wanted to catch you off guard. No, this was really lovely. It's always nice to meet new people, especially since we all have the same interests. So
yes, yeah.
And I think the clear winner here tonight was Spider-Man.
Yeah, because I think that's the only thing that we really talked about in any detail from this, and we had to curb that a little bit because Christian hadn't seen it yet. So,
but thank you to all of them. Thank you to all of them for coming on. And
absolutely,
being lovely.
A lot of fun. So we've got some good, fun stuff coming up.
It's okay, Belzora. It's okay, Belzora.
Oh, I know.
I miss her.
It's my fault because I
of course it is.
Well, of course it is. I meant to send her a connection so that she could jump on early in the day, and got busy and so forth. And so it was like literally right before we went on air. I sent her that, and so that's my fault, Belzora. We miss you. I got to thinking about it. Last time we had her on was in October because we took all of November off. So, please, we got to figure out a way to get you back on soon because you're so much fun to talk to and such a sweet person. So, all right. Is there anything else you'd like to pitch and or say before we sign off there, General Shanobi?
Just that Ro and I will be hosting a Scarif Live on our YouTube channel on Sunday to talk about Boba Fett. So that should be very interesting because I have very opposite opinions, very opposite strong opinions of everybody else. So
hold on. You have a strong opinion about something? No,
I do.
You lying dog. You don't have
I'm sorry. I don't particularly like it so far, but it's okay. It's only one episode in, so that should be fun. And then other than that, no, I got nothing else going on right now.
Belzora says that she would love it if we would do a Rob Zombie episode, please.
Oh, that'd be cool.
How about giving me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, Belzora? Did that come because you have recently listened to the Nightlight Horror Movie Group? Just question. They just did an episode on
Rob Zombie.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, okay.
She would Belzora would be very sorely disappointed with me if she and I were to talk about Rob Zombie and my thought on his projects. So being said, I still love you, Belzora. Don't be mad at me. All right. That all being said, we're going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Just so everyone knows, if you're still in the chat room and you haven't yet, close your live chat down. Hit that thumbs up button, please. Also, down here on the bottom, I think it's on this side of your screen somewhere. Wait a minute, I'm trying to get it. Anyway, down there on the bottom right, somewhere down here, there is a subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button, and that way we can all stay together and chat together and do everything that we do. We're currently broadcasting every other Thursday, so our next broadcast will definitely be in January. And I believe we're talking about January. We're going to be doing guilty pleasures, and we're going to be doing cult classics, movies that did not make a lot at box office, but were fun cult movies for us. And we may do more open type conversations like we did tonight, only maybe the ringmaster will try to hold things together a little better. No, tonight I just wanted it to be a chill night, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do. So
no, it was great.
So that being said, before we sign off, I have one important thing that I have to say. We are a little more than 6 months into Press Play Streaming Studios. My co-host has been with me for right at the 6 month mark. We are not. She was not here to help build it, but she is the reason we are where we are today. General, you have. Don't get me wrong. I miss my son. But that being said, you have picked the ball up and ran with it to the point that I would not be where I am today. Don't feel that our channel would be where it is today without you and your input. I appreciate you, and I am so glad that you're my co-host. So thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for asking me. I know I was on here every week, and I should have seen it coming, but I actually was still pretty surprised when you asked me to be your co-host. So
no, I appreciate it.
Definitely my pleasure.
So that being said, thank you to everyone who is in the chat with us. We have a small chat room, but we have one of the greatest chat rooms on the internet. As you can tell, they have been interacting with each other and with us all night long. We love you and we appreciate you. So tonight, our normal sign off, we would say, grab your favorite snack, grab your drink, and always remember to
press play.
But this time, we're going to sign off very simply by saying, God bless you all. Have a very, very happy and blessed new year. We love you from the bottom of our heart. May the force be with you. Everybody have a great night.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Good night. We love you. Bye.